Mr. Transformers 96 here with another video review. This time we have Star Wars The Black Series from The Last Jedi Elite Praetorian Guard. So going over the packaging, standard Black Series packaging, you get a nice image of this particular Praetorian Guard on the side and on the back. Very nice. I was very excited for this figure. I'm very excited for the Praetorian Guards in the film. I think they look really cool. You know, and the first time I saw them I had a little bit of trouble getting used to the idea of them actually like being in the Star Wars universe, because they look cool but they didn't look like they quite fit in Star Wars. However, I have definitely gotten used to the idea of them now, and so now I really do enjoy them. They are doing all three Praetorian Guards in the Black Series. One is in Wave 2, and that's going to be this one. The other one is going to be in a 4-pack that's exclusive to GameStop as well as Barnes & Noble, I believe, and then the last one is exclusive to Amazon. I plan to get all three, of course. So going over this one, haven't seen this one in stores yet. I did get it on eBay just a few days after Force Friday, actually, and I got it for $22, and that was with shipping, so that worked out really nicely. Going over the actual figure here, the head sculpt looks very nice. I do like all the line work in the mask section, very fencing-like as far as this helmet is designed, particularly. The other ones have a bit more of a samurai-ish look. This one very much looks like a fencing-styled head sculpt, though. The arms are very cool. I do like the way that you have all of the different panels in there. It looks like it's like collapsing on itself. It's very nice, and it does articulate pretty nicely for that. On the inside, have some great texturing on the legs there, as you can see, and then the areas of armor are very smooth. The little cloth sections down here are rubbery plastic. Two of the Praetorian Guards in the Black Series use this rubber-like section for the skirt, and then one actually uses cloth. The one that comes in the 4-pack uses cloth, so it's a shame that they didn't do everybody the same way. I kind of like this rubber section. I think that it kind of makes it look like it hangs very nicely. However, I probably would have just preferred cloth for them all, since they're going to do one of them in cloth. It's a shame that one of them's in cloth and the other ones aren't. Obviously, you could just pop off the head and interchange them, but you would have to buy multiple versions of each character, so that's a bit of a shame. I don't know what I'm going to do about that quite yet, but we'll have to see. I'll definitely think about it. He holds his weapon very nicely. This is the weapon that he has. It's kind of like a double-handed spear, but it's not quite as long as the other spear that the other Praetorian Guard has. But it does look very cool. There's some nice detailing in there. And then, of course, the silver handles look very nice. And the silver handles even have great detailing as well. Really do like that. And then I love the design of the blade. It's very cool. I like how long it is, and just the shape of the blade is very nice. So going over his articulation is pretty great, I have to say. He's got a ball hinge head, which can look down this far, can look up this far, has a nice tilt to it, side to side, of course. His shoulder pieces are on ball joints, which is really nice. I wasn't expecting that, so you can really get them out of the way, which is great. Just taking it out of his hand. He holds it very nicely, but there you go. Out of his hand, he's got ball hinge shoulders, which again, because of the shoulder pads, really have a nice range to them. The elbows are the only thing that's kind of hindered. They're hinge swivel, and this is as far as they hinge, so they don't quite go 90 degrees. Based on the design of these arms, though, that's understandable. It is definitely a shame, though. Would have liked to see it go a little bit further, especially since these characters, you know, deal with handheld weapons, so to get it to go further would have been nice, but it still is quite good. He's got ball jointed upper torso, which can tilt to the side extremely far, can go back a decent amount, and can go forward a decent amount as well. That side tilt, though, is definitely where it succeeds. It's got a ball jointed hip, which can go out fully, and then it can go out to the sides about this much. Obviously, you are just moving this piece out, and then when you like kick forward, if you have them in any sort of dynamic poses, you do just kind of have the cloth that hangs like this. It's not a big deal, but if you are very particular, that might annoy you quite a bit. He's got ball hinge knees, or sorry, double hinge knees, and then hinge pivoting ankles. The hinge can go up very far, can go forward very far, and then the pivot is quite nice. Even though there's a bit of a lip of the armor, it really doesn't block it whatsoever. You can still completely use that pivot joint, which is great. So overall, I have to say, I love this Praetorian Guard. I think it's very nice. As far as the Praetorian Guards go, this isn't my favorite one. My favorite one is actually the Amazon exclusive one, so I'm incredibly excited for that one. However, this one is still very nice, and I do really like the way it's executed. It's perfect. There's not a whole lot to talk about with it, since it's a relatively simple design, and most of the areas are very smooth because they're supposed to look like armor, and obviously there's not a whole lot going on as far as detail or paint variety, simply because of the character character's design. That's certainly not the fault of Hasbro or anything like that. But let me give you a quick shot of some Praetorian Guards together. So just wanted to give you a view of my Praetorian Guard collection all together. Here's all my Praetorian Guards at the moment. They all look very cool together, and the pops even look cool with the other figures. They all have such a simple design that they really do all fit in together, and obviously they're all mainly just one color, so they look very cool as a set. To give you a closer look, comparison between these two, this is the Black Series, 6-inch Black Series, 3 3/4 essentially. These two are obviously the same type of Praetorian Guard as well. As far as the differences are concerned, the 3 3/4 one is actually shinier. It does have a shinier look to it, which I do like quite a bit. It has more of a glossy look. It is more reflective as well. However, the red is deeper on the 6-inch one. This one has a lighter red. Like, comparatively speaking, it almost has like the tiniest bit of a pinkish hue, which this one does not. It's a very, dark, bright red. So the red is better on this one, the shine is better on this one, but either way, if you don't have them together, they both look great on their own. So it's only something that you'll notice the differences when you have them together, because on their own, they both do look spectacular. Overall, really do like this Praetorian Guard. Very much looking forward to the Praetorian Guards in the film, and I can't wait to get the other two Black Series Praetorian Guards, especially that Amazon exclusive one. That is quite exciting. So there you go, that's my video review of the Star Wars The Black Series Elite Praetorian Guard. Let me know what you guys think of the figure, and thanks so much for watching.